at the size of that new video board. Remember walking through that tunnel right there in 2019. It was June 1st, our first ever game in the PLL.
This weekend, it is home to the beginning of the Premier Lacrosse League.
Since then, we've been here once a year, outside of the COVID year, and it takes a lot to get to this grand stage, doesn't it?
Heads up, there's no net behind there.
I don't need a net. You underestimate me? 4 shots, 4 corners. Here we go. Top right, top left, bottom right. Oh, close. 100 shots a day. If you do that in high school, no matter what, you'll get a Division I scholarship. If you continue it on through the pros, you win championships and MVPs. And if you do it after school, you will keep the pace in whatever your next venture is. That double corner.
He's dialed.
Counts as 2. All right, here's the other deal. To get to this level, you have to be so attentive to the details of your body, because if your body doesn't perform, you can't let your stick do its job on the field. And being out here today, after a culmination of a full regular season, into the moments where it matters most, we had to rely on one of our partners. It's the Stedman Clinic in Vail, Colorado, and their partners at Howard Head to make sure that all of our players were right. And that means physical therapy. That means surgery or reconstruction if you go down. That means continual maintenance in season and the off season. So I want to give a tip of the cap to the entire Stedman and Howard Head crew who's been with us since several years ago when this guy was first injured, playing through my eventual knee surgery in 2021 so I could get through that season. And I was with the trainers every single fucking day. You know what makes a lacrosse player's body so difficult to prepare and repair is that we're so non-traditional and non-linear. When we shoot, when we split dodge, when we bend down to pick up a ground ball, physios are like, what the heck is this sport? Brett, how high do you think I can throw the ball?
600 feet.
Okay.
It's 100 yards.
And then catch it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a shot.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Cut that part. It's a great spot. Let's follow that ball, and then let's go right to the source and find one of the best physios around. This is Nate. Nate's been working at my knee for probably 2 years. Now, Nate, we're gonna break the news. Tell everyone how well you think I'm gonna do next year when I come back.
Coming back to being the president of the PLL is going to be great for you next year.
So technically, you are officially clearing me to play?
Yeah, I'll sign the paper right now.
So
Don't tell Dr. Preventure.
I've got a few questions for you.
Hit me.
How many players have you and your team treated this season?
I would say on average we hit probably 15 to 25 treatments a week, and just the physios.
Can you explain to everyone how they can take care of their soft tissue?
Mainly what happens is the athletes are not prepared, especially these lacrosse players are not ready for the demands of the sport. We see a lot of soft tissue injuries in the hamstrings, hip flexors, adductors, so it's generally like lumbar and core and kind of lower body related. And if they're not opening up their hips, opening up, really working on their hip flexor strength, then a lot of times they increase that likelihood of pulls.
So I wasn't working with Nate when I had my first major surgery, but I tore my lower abdominals, so they call it a sports hernia. Lower rectus abdominal right, lower rectus abdominal left, and my left adductor. So let's show. How many athletes, when they come meet with you, have to just drop their drawers?
On average, probably upwards of 60% of those.
60% of the 20 to 30. Last question I have for you. For kids at home that are young lacrosse players, what would you say they should be focused on related to the physical demands that the sport brings them?
Just making sure that they go through dynamic warm-ups before they get into their games and their practices.
I told them to say that. Your knee pulls when you do Frankenstein, when you do Superman stretches, this type of groin work. You know what static is? Just standing there and doing this.
When Brett did not do that, and then he was overthrown on that post route by Paul outside of Dallas Stadium, then he pulled that hammy.
Run the footage.
Oh! Oh my
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
All right, get back to the exit
Love
physicals.
it.
So we're back. That's my helmet from 2021.
You signed your release papers?
Never signed them, Brett. But on the real, this season has been incredible. Without our friends at Howard Head and the STEMI Clinic, we would not be where we are right now. The highlights, the incredible overtime finishes. Here are my top 3 plays from the year.
Season and new hope. Rolling and spinning before it's finally taken. He scores! What a goal! His legs and scores! Yes!
Take it down, bend a knee, force the head stop, and pop right back up.
Now we have a special surprise for you all. In the spirit of working on our bodies and our form and our technique and our overarching athleticism, I want you guys to leave comments underneath this video asking Nate what the best exercises, the best rehab, prehab routines are, whatever's on your mind, and Nate will answer all of them.
Wow. Go Nate.
I actually, top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5. Our channel will go in and like the top 5, and then I'll text Nate for the answers and we'll put them in.
See you, bud.
Thank you, Howard Head. Thank you, Stedman.
Have a good game tomorrow.
Kick some ass tomorrow.
Thank you.